Welcome to Fun Time Travel. So today we're going to talk about the Carnival Cheers drink package, which is clearly why you clicked on this video. Now Carnival made some changes to the pricing recently, so we're going to share the most up-to-date details with you. We'll share those new costs, we're going to explain the details, and we'll try to decide or help you decide if it's worth it. So let's check it out. Okay, just getting started off, what is the Cheers drink package? If you don't know, it's a mostly inclusive package. It's got some limitations, but basically it includes nearly every drink on board the ship with some exceptions that we'll get into in a minute. But let's get to that new pricing. Okay, so the Cheers pricing can be a little bit confusing, right? Carnival has changed their prices 2 or 3 times for the Cheers package over the last, since the pandemic. And they've got different prices now for 3 to 5 day cruises as compared to 6+ day cruises, as well as an incentive to buy in advance. So for those 3, 4, and 5 day cruises, it's going to be $74.95 if you buy it on board, or you can save a little and it'll only cost you $69.95 in advance. And then for 6 days and longer, they'll only charge you, charge you $64.95 if you buy it on board and $59.95 if you buy it in advance. So it's a fair savings.
Yeah.
All right, and those prices, those are per person per day. So keep that in mind.
All right, so the pricing breakdown. One thing to note, Carnival does add an 18% gratuity when you purchase the drink package. And here's a breakdown of the prices with the gratuity added.
Okay, so you can see here that the daily price for a 3 to 5 day cruise ends up being $88.44 after adding the gratuity if you paid for it on board. If you buy it in advance, it'll only be $82.54. And again, that's per person per day for both of those prices. And then you move down for a 7 day and longer cruise, you're going to pay $76.64 per person per day if you bought it on board, or $70.74 per person in advance. So that per person price for, say, a 7 day cruise would cost you $495.18 for that whole cruise, or, you know, for Melissa and I to go on a cruise together and buy the drink package, it would be nearly $1,000 if we bought it in advance.
Yeah.
So if that helps you, this slide, take a snapshot of it. It might help you as you start trying to price things out.
Now, don't forget these prices, like Ron just said, are per person per day. That's important. And all adults in your cabin over 21 have to buy the Cheers package. If one person purchased the package, everybody 21 and over has to purchase
Right.
it. You know, we're only sharing the prices for cruises from 3 to 7 days here, and we'll let you do the math for the longer cruises.
Right. So what's included? Well, all spirits, wine, and champagne, as well as beer, including self-service beer, although those machines are rarely turned on. On our last cruise, I'm not sure that the self-service beer machine was turned on at all.
I've never seen anybody use it.
Now, this, just as a qualifier too, only drinks, it's only going to be drinks by the glass, and drinks under $20. Sodas are included, 0 proof, frozen cocktails, including smoothies and juices, specialty coffees and hot tea, milkshakes, which seems, everybody likes those milkshakes, and the spiked milkshakes are included as well. Yeah. Energy drinks and bottled water, all included.
So some more things that are included are a 25% discount off the menu price for any spirit, cocktail, or wine by the glass costing above $20 per serving. You also get a 25% discount off the menu price for wine and champagne by the bottle, and a 25% discount off beverage seminars and classes, which can be fun.
Hey, if you like cruising content, you like vlogs and information about cruising, details like this, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. We're so thankful that you're watching this one. We love making them, and thank you so much. Okay, so what's not included? Well, drinks that are sold in those souvenir glasses are not included. So, like when you get on board and you're in the lobby there as you come on board, they're selling those things. Those are not included. Bottles of liquor are not included. And they don't include those drinks that they're selling on the gangway when you're boarding or leaving the ship. Like in some of the ports, they'll have bottles of water at the as you're just getting ready to get off the ship. Those are not included. Room service or other in-state room beverage programs are not included, and drinks that are purchased off the ship at any port. It should be self-explanatory, like if you get off the ship in Cozumel, right? Those drinks are not included. But the private islands, like Princess Key and Half Moon Key, those drinks are not included in port.
Also, what is not included are sharing cocktails, floaters, pitchers, tubes, and buckets. Now, also wine from the wine machines. Most of these rarely work or have been removed. Again, we have never seen anybody use them. Freshly squeezed orange juice served in the Havana bar is not included. All other beverage-related programs, including merchandise, cigars, and cigarettes. And then, of course, food items are not included as well.
So here's some onboard drink prices. I'm going to skim through them, but because again, these prices change a little bit, and depending on what you get. Yeah. But most of the beers are like 16-ounce beers, and they can be anywhere from $6.50 to $7.95. Mixed drinks, they can start at $7.50, go up to $20, and like I say, there are a few specialty spirits or drinks, or even glasses of wine that can be more expensive. The specialty drinks like the milkshakes and whatnot, energy drinks, or even bottles of water. The regular, like this size bottle of water, it's $1.50. But you can get the 1 liter,
the bigger ones.
They charge like $5 for those. So these are things that are included that you may not think about when you're buying an alcohol package that could add to the value of your package.
Right. So what's the break-even point? Well, we'll put a link in the description to a site that we found with various current drink menus. And based on average drink prices, you could break even if you average between 8 beers, or if you average 8 beers a day, or 5 glasses of wine, or 4 mixed drinks.
That's going to depend on, yeah. This is all kind of,
right. We drink a mixture of drinks, and we feel like between 6 to 7 drinks a day gets us to that break-even point. Don't forget that waters, coffees, and other drinks that you might drink add to the value of your Cheers package also.
Absolutely. Now, there are some restrictions, and this is what I was kind of alluding to in the very beginning of the video, but there is a 15-drink alcohol drink limit. You can drink as many sodas, waters, juices, whatever as you want, but there is a limit of 15 alcoholic drinks per day. And mind you, that includes like spiked coffees or spiked milkshakes. Those count as an alcoholic drink. Mm-hmm. They'll also cut you off, and this is important to note. Like some people are like, well, I'm just not going to get the Cheers package because I don't want to get cut off at 15. They will still cut you off at 15, even if you don't have the drink package. Right. So, listen, if you're a big drinker and 15 isn't enough for you, there are some weird ways to get around some of that, but it's really complicated and kind of beyond the scope of this.
Yeah.
Like Melissa said earlier, every adult over the age of 21 in the room must get the package, even if they're a non-drinker. So say you're taking grandma with you and she's going to sleep on the fold-out couch. Don't make grandma sleep on the fold-out couch, but if she does and she doesn't drink, you still have to buy it for her.
Yeah.
It has to be a purchase for the entire cruise. You can't just purchase it for the sea days and not the port days. You got to get it for the whole thing. And you can only buy 1 drink at a time, and then there's a 5-minute wait until you can make your next purchase. Now, I've used both of our key cards while Melissa's been at a slot machine or sitting, at a table.
And that's usually with bartenders that have gotten to know us.
I'll go up, and they can see that we're in the same room. And if I get a glass of wine and get a beer, then go back there. It's all good. Yeah. But it's only 1 drink at a time per key card, basically.
Right. So is it worth it? Well, this really depends on your habits. We weren't sure when we bought it the first time, but we thought we probably could get close to that break-even point, and we just didn't want to have a huge bill at the end of our cruise. We wanted to be able to know beforehand, what we had spent.
It was easier to budget, and I thought, if we went over if it cost us $100 or $150 more, it would have been worth it to us.
Right. We found that on cruises we tend to drink a little bit more often.
A little lot.
Than we normally do, and it definitely made it worth it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one nice thing about the package, and this really is, it's been really cool for us, is that you can try drinks that you wouldn't normally try.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, if you're someone who's going to drink 14 drinks, you don't want to do that too many times. But for us, it worked out good. And again, you just kind of got to consider, will you average 6 or 7 alcoholic drinks per day? And that, you may drink a little less on a port day and a little more on a sea day. But you kind of have to decide how much you'll drink to know if it's worth it. And again, remember, you're on a cruise ship with nowhere to drive.
Yeah.
And no responsibilities, and it is very easy to drink a little more than you would normally. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do that just to make it worth it, but I'm just saying it happens.
Right. A common request that we hear and we see on message boards is the desire for Carnival to offer an alcohol-free or a 10-drink package, 10 drink limit package.
Yeah.
We also see requests for an unlimited package. But Carnival brand ambassador John Heald has commented numerous times that there are no plans to make any changes to the Cheers package. So can keep hoping, but it's not going to happen anytime
Probably
soon.
Not. Now, they say, these are the comments that we see when we're able to follow up through some official channels, that there's just not a business case for a smaller package. And John Heald has commented that they just don't think they can make money off an alcohol-free package, although I would argue other cruise lines are. So, maybe your accountants aren't working as hard. I don't know. As far as the unlimited package goes, I just don't think we'll ever see that happen on Carnival, because one of the things I think that gives me that feeling is the fact that they've changed the pricing to, it's more expensive for the shorter cruises.
Yeah.
And we think, based on some kind of research that we've done, that price change is kind of an attempt to curb excessive drinking on shorter cruises. A lot of people book these 3 and 4 day weekend cruises, and it's just a big party. And so it seems like that might be the impetus to make that price higher. And that mindset from Carnival, in my opinion, would kind of seem to close the door on offering more drinks to passengers. But we haven't seen obnoxious drunks on a regular basis on Carnival.
And honestly, only one time have we ever seen somebody get cut off. That
someone we had met on the cruise ship along the way.
Because they were very, very drunk, and they were like, nope, no more. And
they cut them off for 24 hours. And
they tried to argue that they hadn't hit their limit, and they're like, oh, yeah, you have.
Yeah, you didn't hit 15, but you hit your limit.
Hit your limit. Well, we really hope that this video has helped you understand the Cheers drink package, maybe even just a little bit better.
Yeah.
By the way, there is a fantastic online drink package calculator at Cruise Spotlight.
So you can plug in your drink guesstimates. Is that a word?
Sure.
And it'll help you calculate if the Cheers package would be of value for you. They've also got calculators for some of the other cruise lines as well, so hopefully that'll be a cool tool that you can use, and we'll put a link to that in the description below. But that's it for our video today. I really hope it helped you out, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.